Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Wealthy Now Relying on Financial Astrologers. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Now, let's get started. A lot of people are watching Wall Street and the markets, and they're seeing very little logic or rational behavior or even things that make sense anymore. In fact, most long-time observers of the financial markets can't make sense of any of what's going on in the markets. They used to be able to apply financial analysis and derive a reasonable understanding of what's happening in the markets or the economy, and then they used to be able to make relatively wise and sane investment decisions. But that's not the case anymore. Very few of the analysts and experts will admit this in public because they need to be perceived as knowing what they're doing so their clients don't abandon them. But behind closed doors, they openly admit that they've never seen this sort of chaos and dysfunctionality in the marketplace. It's not predictable. It's not logical, and it certainly doesn't appear to be sane. The markets don't respond to the news the way they're supposed to. They don't respond to changes in the way you would think that they should. It seems very random to a lot of people observing it. In fact, it seems illogical. So when nothing makes sense to them, they begin looking for non-traditional sources of data and information. Some of them are now reaching out to financial astrologers. They're not doing this publicly because if their companies were to find out that they were consulting with financial astrologers, then they would probably get fired immediately. So they are reaching out to these astrologers in very secretive and clandestine ways. Some of the better known investors and analysts are even hiring several astrologers and asking them all the same questions. If they see a consensus amongst the forecasts and the answers that the astrologers provide them, then they will take that more seriously. Now, the more consensus they receive, the more weight they place on their predictions, and then the more money they invest in those stocks or assets. Another reason they can't discuss all of this is because some of their companies are actually greenlighting this behavior and condoning it. And those companies, by the way, have previously invested tens of millions of dollars into exotic algorithmic forecasting and analysis programs, and now those programs are tanking. They're inaccurate, they're failing. And so these companies that have spent all this money need to still, place bets on the market that generate money, but they can't publicly admit that information is coming from astrological forecasters. So if they did that, their clients would abandon them immediately. So if they were to publicly disclose that they are relying on psychics or astrologers, then it would be almost impossible to get new clients for them. I'll tell you what else is interesting. We're hearing rumors that one Wall Street company has hired dozens of astrologers and psychics as secret consultants, and that their batting average and success rate is much higher than it was when they were just using the algorithmic software. Are these financial astrologers any good? Are they any accurate? We're hearing that some are and some aren't. The less accurate ones don't have their consulting contracts renewed. The more accurate ones get their contracts renewed and they receive substantial raises. Now, I cannot make any recommendations one way or another because that's not what we do. But I can tell you that a lot of people on Wall Street and Main Street are very desperate and searching for all sorts of non-traditional sources of investment information. With that, I want to thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Thank you, and we shall see you soon. Goodbye.